Enough is enough. Obi of Onitsha reveals why burials were slashed to 1 day. The Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Maker Alfred, has explained why the Onitsha Traditional Council decided to shorten the traditional burial rites from 3 days to 1 day. Speaking during an interview on Channel's television Morning Brief on Wednesday, the monarch said the decision is to save cost on the side of the bereaved family. Also, they do burial for 3 days. Okay, I know that some people on a normal day they'll do wake keep, they'll do service of songs. Okay. He said, however, that there were resistance, especially from the women group, stating that they set up a committee and spoke to the leaders of the women group and convinced them that it is the right way to go. Yes, in some cases there are pushbacks, particularly some elements of our culture and tradition that has been on for a long time. When I came onto the throne, our traditional burial, which even the church has also emulated, is that you have a wake keep, which is an all-night affair, and then the next day is interment, which is a big ceremony. Thanksgiving service to bury somebody was 3 days of spending money. So the traditional council under me decided that we can cut it down to 1 day, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. No wake up, no day after. We knew that there would be resistance, the women groups and all. So we then set up consultation committee and spoke to the leaders of the women group and convinced them that it is the right way to go. And there is nothing about our culture and tradition that is going to be set aside, because everything can be done in 12 hours. They accepted it. Initially, there were grumbling and some pushbacks, but today everybody said it is the best decision that we've made in the past several years. And the church also adopted it. He said, okay, that's good. Joe says, nice one. Our learned colleague, please put the Bible verse that stated so, because like they say, evidence terminates arguments. Michael Job says, I doubt the claim that my people, the Igbos, are wise. Chinedu Cosmo says, spreading for the dead is a waste. Show people love when they are alive, not when they are gone. Some of you hate to pick your parents' phone number because you don't want them to disturb you for money. Some even humiliate their parents, but once you hear that any of them is gone, you will immediately budget millions for their burial, which is evil too. This is common among Yoruba and Igbos. Okay, now, you hear it. Hope Obi says, great is your wisdom, long shall you live on the throne of the great Onitsha kingdom. I love you. Emmanuel Akibong says, just call it the tradition of men, and ye laid men to burden. Okay, so if people are putting unnecessary burden upon yourselves, when someone buys, in God's words, you bury a dead body without all the eating and drinking. It is the custom of pagans. Can't throw the Bible from the buying of Abel to Christ to the Christian burial during the Dark Ages. Such ceremony has no place. But today's church keep adopting rubbish and throw away their ideas. As a result, idolize the dead that knows nothing. At Michael replies him and says, go and read scriptures very well. During the old days, like how in the Bible, Joseph father with Jacob buried for 7 days. It was a befitting burial, nothing like such thing you're claiming in the Bible. The Bible too is also the custom of Jewish people and combination of the word of God and the word of men joined together, and it's all called the word of God. Hoka says it's nice and thoughtful. Tabo Mokhtar says the religious principles and practices should be supreme, can never be compromised with the traditionals and culture. So church should not adopt anything out of its principles and practices. Which Michael said, if you don't have money, then do all in 1 day. The problem isn't the culture. The problem is people wanted to put on a show, because society today adopts display of flamboyant lifestyle, pushing the poor to cut their coats larger than their size. I even know some people that would rather not just go home to bury their parents. They will just bury their parents there, because all of those traditions and whatever, collecting money, is tiring for them. Even achievements, it says, nice one, sir. Arabome Abraham says, long may you reign. You are fighting for the less privileged of your kingdom. God will always remember you in times of difficulty. Fano Okoro says, thank you, Igwe and the Igwe Council for this wonderful and commendable decision, shortening the observation of burial rites in your kingdom, thereby minimizing the humongous financial costs associated with these 3 days burial rites burden. I'm telling you, it's a burden for some people. Sulaiman Mohammed says, good submission from a wise man. Cultures and misinterpretation of religious teachings did more harm than good to Africans. A lot. Atokechuku says, I expected this to deliberate on the issue at hand, which is the closure of main market and the planned demolition of some structures in the market. I'm not talking of burial. Bonge says, really respected king in Igbo land. Francis Azubike says, may God bless you, long live our king. Franco Bona says, very nice. Atokechuku says, well done, my king. I pray for more wisdom to you, sir. Ayodeji says, some Igbo people who derive their money from rituals will not be happy. If you still want to do 3 days, I don't think they are stopping you from doing it if you have the money to do it. But don't stress people that do not have money to do burial and tell them to come and do burial for 3 days. Kemiglo says, the issue of wake on the church is not a Christian Igbo issue. It's been there before Igbo imbibed Christianity. Kate Undule says, long live Agbogide, my king. Peter says, this is not the problem that Igbos are facing. If you like, do it 3 hours. Main market of all the people are to be demolished. The pride of Onitsha, you didn't say anything about it. Where can we even start marriage rights is very high. Anyone who wants to do burial for 1 month, no business. Winnie also says, very good. Michael Bennett says, may your years be long on the throne. God bless you for taking the right steps. Kade says, may you live long, your royal majesty. Stephen Obiekia says, good decision from the Obe's palace. It shows you are feeling the people's pulse. Obina Levi says, Igwe, you will live long for many years and beyond. God bless you more. George Kenneth says, may you live long, my king. Despite I came from Imo State, please look into traditional marriage rights too. Okay, Mr. General Vassar says, what of Thanksgiving, the same day or day 2? I don't know. Shackley says, please, they should visit the issues of hospital bills for bodies. They will collect, hospital will collect money now. What's the king supposed to do about that? I don't understand. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.